welcome to Board Game Basics, episode number 25. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Robert.
Each episode we'll try and talk about a board game and a card game. Hosting for this episode is provided by Gameology, Australia's largest gaming warehouse, which we have visited, and we've talked about that.
We have, so
It was
thank you,
gigantic.
Gameology.
Thank you, Gameology.
Now,
This week we're going to talk about Machi Koro and Age of War. Age of War is one of the ones that I got for Christmas. Machi Koro we've got an expansion for, which you silly combined it into that box.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that in a minute. That's a game we got early in the piece.
Yeah, we got that one out really early.
I just put a tweet up before. I was like, it's been a busy week when, you know what, Takedo's been sitting on your table for 3 days and you can't get it finished. We've had a busy week, hey?
Yeah, very. Cricket was cancelled today.
Yeah, we're meant to be at cricket now, but it got cancelled from rain. So
It was
last week it's
pouring.
like hot 40 degrees. This week we've got some rain.
But it's February, which is normally the warmest month.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well. We'll take a bit of rain while we can. We haven't seen it for a long time.
Yeah, apart from in Tassie.
And that wasn't very much.
No.
So now, let's talk about Machi Koro.
Okay, so Machi Koro is rated at 6.7. It was made in 2012. Seems like that's the year we got it.
Yeah, no.
We've had it
hasn't
for
been that
so long.
Yeah.
It says it's rating at rank overall 820 and family 220.
Okay.
I would
fair
think
enough.
family would be a bit high though.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
really good
Anyway.
with our It's really good family one. It's for 2 to 4 players, community 2 to 4, best with 4. 30 minutes playing time, age 10 plus, community 8 plus, weight 1.55.
1.55, yeah.
Yep. I was 8 when I first played this game.
Yeah, you were 8. It's an easy game to get the hang of. It's quite simple. How about I just start by reading the
Mika
little
was probably about 6 when she played it.
welcome bit in the front of the book. Welcome to the city of Machi Koro, the Japanese card game that is sweeping the world. You've just been elected mayor. Congratulations! Unfortunately, the citizens have some pretty big demands. Jobs, a theme park, a couple of cheese factories, maybe even a radio tower. A tough proposition since the single currency consists of a wheat field, a bakery, and a single die. Armed with your trusty die and a dream, you must grow Machi Koro into the largest city in the region. You will need to collect income from developments, build project works, and steal from your neighbours.
It's so fun that you have to roll the dice to get stuff, to make your profits.
Yeah, do you want to? I'll let you
Where'd you
finish
up
the last
to?
couple of paragraphs there.
Machi Koro is a fast-paced game, light-hearted game for you and up to 3 friends. Once you've had a taste of Machi Koro, this infectiously fun game may have you working if the dinner table ever served another purpose other than gaming. They say you can't build Rome in a day, but Machi Koro will be built in less than 30 minutes. True.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
You know how it's set in a theme park, cheese factories, radio tower, and stuff.
Mhm.
You got to get a train station and that stuff.
Yep.
Because that's what you got to do to win. That's what you got to do to end the game.
You
And every
sure do.
player starts off with 4 of them upside down. Train station, shopping mall, amusement park, and radio tower.
Okay, so this game it's a card game when you have a dice as well. Each player starts off with their bakery, a wheat field. Was it a wheat field?
Yeah, a wheat field and a bakery.
Yeah, and some little bit of coin.
I mean,
And
the
you
wheat
basically
field-
want to build this town.
Wheatfield on anyone's go, if they roll that number, you get the income, but a bakery, which is a 2 and a 3, only on your go.
Yeah, so all the cards have different abilities. So, for instance,
So a green, the blues,
the blue ones they're a primary industry. So they're going to get income from the bank during anyone's turn. So You roll your dice.
Yeah.
You're only going to be rolling one dice to start with. You roll it. You roll a 1. Oh, bingo! I've got a wheat field. Wheat field is got a number at the top that says it's number 1. Oh, and guess what? I get a coin from the bank on anyone's turn. Good, I need that. I hope you roll a 1. And then what's the next one?
Everyone's happy when someone rolls a 1. So green,
Yeah.
secondary industry. Get income from the bank during your turn only.
So if you roll what number's on that particular card?
2 to 3.
Yeah, so if you roll a 2 or a 3 on your turn, only you get the money. But if someone else does it, 0.
Tuna Farm's the best in the expansion because that one's blue and you get like 10 coins for it. It's the best thing. Red, restaurants. Take coins from the person who rolled the dice,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
which is a 3 on this one.
Yep.
Purple, major establishments. 6, stadium. Get income from all other players but during your turn only. That's it.
So there's a mass of cards. You lay them all out on your table. It takes up a fair bit of space. By the time you've got 4 players, the game's spread out a fair bit, wouldn't you say, Patch?
Yep. And the tuna boat is 12 to 14.
Now that's in the expansion, so
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a second. I'm just looking to see if it says how many cards are in that one, but I can't see. Hold on, I'll have a look on the box here. What does it say? Oh, this box now. That's something that bugs me. Here we go. So you get 16 starting cards, 8 establishment cards, 12 major establishment cards, 72 establishment cards, and some coins, a couple of dice. It's in a medium-sized box, but the box
But it's very good.
is empty because it's basically a pack of cards and some coins.
But it's
Let's be
very
honest.
good. It's very good. Strong box.
Yeah, it's a solid box, but that and the expansion, which we've got the harbour expansion, fit inside, and there's still enough room for another 5 expansions. So the game ramps up a fair bit as you play through the game. Patrick keeps saying about the tuna farmers. I think that's in the
Farm.
expansion there. But
I get. It's always a battle between me and
our
Dave.
friend, because he's always
Yeah.
trying to get the tuna
And
boat.
normally I
tuna
get
farms.
heaps of them, and then I'm going, money. And then every time I roll a 10, I'm going, yeah, I'll plus 2 onto this. And then I get like heaps and heaps and heaps of coins, because each one of them, on any player's turn,
You get like 5.
you get 5 coins for each of them.
Yeah. So now these tuna farms are limited to there might be 5 tuna farms.
No, there's more than that.
But however many there are, once they're gone, they're gone. And so at what point do you decide, oh, I'm going to buy some tuna farms. Oh, I want to buy a boat. When am I going to start rolling 2 dice? Because after you start buying more cards, you might then go, oh, I want to buy a card that needs an 8. All right, well, to do that, I'm going to have to start rolling 2 dice,
But you
which
can
will
bowl
mean
that-
there's a lot of blanks that I don't have cards for yet.
But you could also buy that card, like stock up on a whole heap of those cards, and then
Start.
get you one that lets you roll double.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because remember, you're allowed a plus 2 on.
Yeah, that's
So if you
something
get
that I've
6, you
always
can-
struggled with, is knowing when
No, but
to
if you get 6
roll
on
2.
if you get 6 on your first dice, you can get 8 if you add 2.
Yeah, but then you can't roll 1. And if you've invested heavily down the bottom end of the field to get your engine going at the start of the game, then you're going to get 0 for that. There are little bonuses, so if you have X amount of shops or X amount of fields, they link in with the... Like if you get a cheese factory and you have maybe cows or something like that.
Oh yeah, that links in with one of the tower thingy-majol.
Yeah, and next thing you know, it's ramping up. And then basically the aim of the game is you need to buy or invest your city in completing 4 landmarks. The first person to complete the 4 landmarks is the winner. So it's as simple
and to
as
get the
that.
plus 2 on your things, you gotta have the harbour. Your turn only.
Yeah, but that's only in the harbour game. So
Yeah. Which is the
so
expansion.
basically there's 4 finishing cards that complete the game. The first one is a train station. That costs 4. Once you've unlocked that, you get to roll 1 or 2 dice. So it's when do you buy that one. The other ones are a shopping mall, an amusement park, and a radio tower, with the dearest one being 22 coins. So to win the game, you've got to have spent your 22 coins, your 16 for your amusement park, your 10 for your shopping mall, and your 4. Now, it can be hard if you're starting to save for 22 and someone has to steal the coins off you. It's really frustrating when you've got to pay someone the money. You're like, oh, I was just about to pay for that and win. But it doesn't get too excessive that the game just keeps going forever and ever. I don't think I've ever really won this game because I just never know what to invest in and that, but you have.
I've won this game heaps of times.
Yeah, I know. It seems to be right up your alley.
The tuna farm one, you want to go straight for them, like straight away if you have enough.
But you need the money to buy it, but to get them...
They only cost like 5 coins or something.
Yeah.
And then like you go through that, and then like you'll get your 22, then your others, and you get 22 if you have like 4 of them. Like if you had 5 of them, you'll get 25, so you'll be able to get it within one shot of producing if you roll a 12.
Now I do like the artwork on the game. It's nice and colourful. I enjoy that. It is easy to determine which, because they have coloured backgrounds, so you know, okay, red, bakeries, food or whatever it is, fields. Very easy to see.
They're restaurants and cafes.
Yeah. And it's a fun game. I mean, this is a game we can pull out easily as a family and play. Even though we haven't for a little bit, just because time's been a bit against us. But once you've conquered it a few times, you probably then end up going, okay, I've played that. I'll pull that out with some people that haven't gamed before or haven't gamed very often. And that would be a fun game for them to get the hang of how to roll the dice and find things easily.
I reckon people that don't really play board games at all would really like this.
Yeah.
Would like this.
Definitely. I think it's a good step up for...
If we got this as our first board game, we would have...
fun.
That would have been a perfect starter for us.
And that's why it's good to have it in the collection. So when people come over, like your cousins or someone that may not play many games, whip this out. Perfect. Let's play it against them.
We started off with Uno.
Yeah.
Either one of these, Machi Koro or Uno, is a really good starter.
Yeah, I think most people can play Uno on their own elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you've got some friends over and they're willing to give a game a go, you just want to go that next step. And this is a fun dice rolling game where it depends on what everyone's doing. You just need a bit of space to spread out.
But with the Uno, like, it isn't... you don't like roll the dice and deal with the cards in a certain way. No. It's this one, I would think, is a teensy bit better for a starter if you're gonna like buy rolling games, card games. Like this really has everything you need to start off in it.
All right, so well, we know how you win. You know how I don't win.
Not getting tuna farms.
Your favourite thing about this game? What if you had to pick one thing that you like the most about this game?
It's probably the tuna farms.
You and your tuna farms, well, you get over it just because that's the thing you always win with.
No, but you get the massive money from them.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing that you get the most money off of.
And next thing you're buying all your things at the end.
Like if you have 5 of them, you've got all your stuff. You'll have all your stuff already.
Yeah,
like the main things, and then you're like, yay, I won.
Now, what would you give it for a rating? I think, what did you say, 6.7? I would say...
It was 6.7 on there. What would you say?
Yeah, I'd probably rate it. I'd probably rate it as 7 because it's fun to play, but you quickly move past it. And I hate that there's so much space in the box. It could be a nice little compact.
And tuna farming.
It's not the cheapest game out there, but it is fun. We have played it a lot in the past. So anyway, I'd probably give it a 7
now. It would fit in the expansion box though.
Yeah, actually it would all fit in the expansion box.
Except the expansion as well.
Which is weird.
Except the expansion as well as that.
What would you give it?
10.
Oh, no, you can't give it a
9.
10. No, you can't even.
Yes, I can.
Why? Just because you always win it?
No.
Why?
Because I want to.
Oh. Okay, I wonder if one day you'll start giving lower ratings.
But I really love board games.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard.
But if you were to compare this against another game, that's how you get your ratings. You
Yeah.
go, oh, if I compare this against Warhammer, like the Shadespire, or if I compare
Yeah.
this against...
But this one's an easy one to bring onto the table and
Yeah,
get
that's
started
true.
with people.
It is a quick filler game.
And like it's 5 minutes to set up.
Yeah,
But then like say you bring out Warhammer and stuff,
takes
like
a bit.
Shadespire, it takes like half an hour to set it up.
No, it doesn't.
It takes ages to
By the
set it
time you
up.
work out your cards and stuff.
By the time you know your first game
Okay.
playing it will take about a couple of days to read a day to read the rule book,
Yeah, that's true.
and then like another probably about 15 minutes to set it up.
Whereas this one, you just basically play
You read,
and
set
play.
up.
The rule
Like-
book's tiny.
that's the expansion. You barely have to read the rule book. Just read about the cards, set up. You can play
Play.
really.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Age of War. That's the
Ooh,
game that I got for Christmas.
You did. Japanese game.
Oh, it says it's ranked 1,542, family 470.
Right, okay.
So it is very easy to play with us.
Yeah,
though.
everyone we've played that with has loved it.
It's rated at 6.4.
Oh, okay.
This is
yeah.
an easy one to give a high rating on, though.
Is it? Okay. Well, go on then. Tell us what else there is.
So it's 2 to 6 players, which is the good thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Community 2 to 6, best with 4, which we have done.
Yes.
That was really good, though.
Yeah, it's good with more.
It's tough. Gets tougher. I reckon 6 would be the hardest.
Yep.
It's hard enough with 2 people.
Keep going.
15 to 30 minutes playing time. It's easy to learn. It's age 14 plus. Community says 6 plus. I reckon that's about right.
Yeah. It's an easy game.
Yeah. Weight 1.12.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to learn,
Yep.
as I've said, and that's all it's
That's
got
all.
on here.
So let me just give you the little overview that comes on the packet. It is a time of war and strife in feudal Japan. The line of emperors has grown weak, and petty warlords openly attack and pillage the neighbouring clans. With each battle, the clans drift further apart, and unification is but a distant memory in the hearts of the people. To unify the clans once more, one leader must rise above the rest. Will that leader be you? Well, if they're the pretty one, it will be me. The game now, so this is done by FF, so Fantasy Flight. And it was designed by Rainer Knizia. So it's got good pedigree there.
Here's something. The box could be smaller than what it is.
But it's a tiny box.
All
actually.
it is
It's like the size of your
the
hand.
rule book, a piece of like introduction paper,
Mm.
and
The cards.
bag for cards and a bag for dice.
I know.
You
That's the only
it's a
thing.
you can fit it in your pocket. Like you grab all the stuff.
Yeah.
You're going out somewhere and you don't want to.
You don't take the box.
And
You
you're
just
full.
put it in your
You
pocket.
don't need to take the box. You just need the rule book, the introduction thing, the paper, the
Cards,
cards,
which we'll get
the
to,
dice. Shove them in your pocket.
and out you go for
And
the
out-
night.
There
Anyone
you
will be able to play this. You don't need to be a gamer. It's a basic game. I will say though, I think it sells for like $40 or something like
We got
that.
this for Christmas, which is free.
Yeah, I
You.
know.
Well, I
and
did.
I've looked up on Gameology and they had it. I think it was like $15. Now I don't think I'd be paying $40 for this game, only because there's not much in it. And you go $40, but $15. Well, that'd be a bargain.
You would have never have bought it
Nah, this isn't a
if it
game I
wasn't
would ever
for
have
Santa.
bought.
But now you love it that we've got it.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy it.
At least we got it for well, I got it for free from Santa.
So to explain what
Isn't
we've
it?
got in the box, we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 dice, and each one has a picture, different pictures on them. They all have the same, but they have different. So they have 1 sword, 2 swords, 3 swords, a horse, a samurai helmet, and a bow and arrow.
The sword represents infantry.
Right. So for the war. And then, so you begin the game by laying out on the table
And
the 16 cards or however many it is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Just little
11,
cards
12,
that are
13, 14.
14 cards there.
14 cards of grey, 3 grey, 4 yellow,
Yeah, they come
2
in sets.
red, 2 purple, 2 like black, 1 green.
And
That's all different clans.
can I just have a look at them for a sec, Patch? So they fit in the palm of your hand easily. And then on there they have some interesting information. So this one has Edo. And it's got... Oh, Mum's going to tell me off because I won't know how to say these words
Can
properly.
I see?
Tokugawa.
Let me see.
We'll see if I've said that right. Tokugawa. Anyway, so in Edo, that
Yeah,
is
it's
old day
Tokugawa.
Tokyo. So Tokyo used to be called Edo. Now,
Edo.
that person would be the samurai in the town. Now, to collect his card, what do you need, Patrick?
You need 2 archers,
2 archers.
2 cavalry, I'm pretty sure.
2 what picture?
2 horse.
2 horses, yeah. 2 infantry. that one.
And 3 infantry.
Oh,
And then, that's actually the clan, the
Hold on.
Togawa.
can I have a look? Oh, so you need 2 archers, 2 horse, and 3 swords.
Yeah. And
So
that's
now-
actually the clan Togawa.
And it's got a beautiful picture of the castle in the background, which now after we've been to Japan, we can understand how they look, even though we're busting to get back. And that card is worth 3 points. To get that 3 points, that's where the fun of the game comes. You then take the 7 dice, roll them. And once you get those 7 dice, you might get 2 swords, 3 whatever it is. You pick through those dice and go, yep, I'm going to try and collect these to go for that card. You start collecting. You can change your mind as you go along. Then you roll again. And if you don't take one of the dice, if you can't use one of the dice, you lose a dice. And then you might be rolling 3 dice. And if you don't want any of them, you take one out, you roll 2 dice, and then bingo, you've got your 2 bows and arrows. Collect the set. I'm happy.
So you want to get so that one's worth 3 points. Edo is the place town it's in, or city, and Togawa is its clan. So the next one is
The samurai.
Kaisosu, and it's Togaya. You need a Diamo, a archer, 1 horse, and 3 infantry.
Yeah.
And the next one is Inuyama Toigawa. I'm pretty sure it said that. It needs a Diamo
Okay.
and 2 archers.
Hold on, Patch. Hold on. We won't go through every one of those.
I was just going through the set.
Yeah. Yeah, and they collect the set and then you go there. So it's played over several rounds. So I have a turn. I'll probably collect a card. You have a turn. You collect a card. It does suck
Sometimes-
when you don't get a card because you
Normally
very
that's
quick.
you.
Know,
Well,
then you. I don't
I
have a lot of
normally-
luck rolling the dice.
I normally collect the first go ones, and if it's one that I really need, I'll normally take about 2 goes pretty easily
So and then the game ends
when all the cards are gone.
when all the cards are gone.
Winner is the person with the most victory points. Oh, we forgot to say, if you get a full set, you turn over both this cards,
All the cards in that
and you
set.
get a bonus from how many points it is. The black set, you get a bonus of 1. The yellow set, you get a bonus of like 4. The red set, you get a bonus of none, I don't think. And no, 1. Purple set, you get a bonus of 1, which is the best set.
Yep.
Grey set, you get a bonus of 1.
And also, we didn't say that once you start rolling the
2.
dice, you start putting them on that card. So, okay, well, that's what I'm going to... Now I've decided what I'm going for. Okay, let's put them on that card until you fill it. And they actually call them the characters on the dice. Where was it?
Diamos.
Daimyo.
Diamos.
Infantry,
Archer.
archery, Cavalry and Daimos. Anything else? If I just look over the back here. No, we've pretty much covered all that. Okay. How do you find the game?
How do we find the game?
Yeah, not by looking in the cupboard.
So
I mean, what do you think of the game?
I thought you meant like how do you find it in shops and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know
Didn't
how
we
much
say it
this
in
is around anymore.
See it in Gameology?
I can't remember. That was
Too
so
big.
big, I can't remember.
Too many games.
So, what do you think of the game?
I reckon it's really good. It's easy to play, like most games.
Yeah.
You can bring it out with anyone, take it anywhere if you have pockets, carry it if you have to.
Yeah.
Like you could walk to someone's house just to play that game.
It doesn't take a lot of space on the table either.
No.
So you could actually take this to a restaurant,
Well-
and if you're sitting at the restaurant waiting for your tea, bang, let's play dice. Couldn't you?
Yeah,
Easy.
but
at
you
the
would
pub.
want to take the cardboard box if you're concerned about losing them, because you can roll. We roll it in that.
Yeah,
But
we
if you
roll
got,
in the
But
box.
you're probably best to roll it in your hands.
But
and
I
then
love that it's a game in a
drop it
small
in your
box.
table.
But
Yeah.
funnily enough, it could actually be put in to an even smaller box, like a deck of cards box.
Well, I'll
Really?
say if the rule booklet was the size of each of the cards,
Yeah.
so it would be folded a bit more, and the
other book.
introduction sheet was folded a bit more the size of the cards, you could have it in a box the size of the cards, except it would have to be about
No, but you could just get
thickness
a...
that it is, or something,
if-
half the thickness.
I'll bet you if we got a deck of cards, I would be able to fit all of that
Oh yeah,
into one of those boxes.
maybe not this.
Yeah, it's in a bigger box for the shops. And we all know the reason why they put them in bigger boxes. And,
But the
from
rule
the
books-
Apple research where they say crisp, clear, clean box, people prefer to buy things that are in a box rather than in a bag. Or so therefore, the bigger the box or the brighter the box, the studies
Well,
show
if
people
the,
are going to purchase.
If the
The cleaner.
the introduction thing and the rule book was smaller, you could actually fit it in a plastic bag.
Did you have a strategy for playing this game?
No.
Or it's just pretty much luck, isn't it?
Like, I go for first rollers,
Yeah.
second if I have to.
Do you go for something that the first roll you can collect that straight away that might not be as many points, or
No,
do you
but
go no,
if
I'm going to
it's-
go for the harder one?
If we got the 4-pointer out, I'll go for that.
Yeah.
And I might get it first go. That's
Yeah.
what can happen. Because I'm good at getting them first go. And then I'll go for the purple one my next go. I'm like, that one, the second purple one, the 3-pointer, is harder to get than the 4.
Yeah, there's a couple there that when they need the horses, because the horses only one on each thing. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'll probably roll, and if I've got all of one thing there, 50% of the time I'll just take that and go, I'm just taking that to be sure.
But most of the time you don't do that. Most of the time you're like, oh yeah, I need this one. I'll keep rolling, and you end up with no
And I'll
dice.
get nothing. And once you get nothing in this game, you fall behind. Even 2-player or 4-player,
I get someone every go.
doesn't matter. You can't afford to miss a turn, otherwise you just drop off the map.
But so
Anyway,
far,
what did you
every
give it-
time we play this, I've gotten something every go.
Yeah, I know. What do you give it as a rating?
Do you say first?
Yeah,
It's a bit hard to rate.
they don't give it a big rating, and I can see that because it's a simple game. But because it's a simple game, it actually makes it quite versatile in the way you use it and where you can use it. And especially as a family, this is easy for all of us.
It's
to have
like a
quick game.
phone the size of the. Like you could fit. It's like a phone. You just
10
slide it in your
minutes.
pocket,
If
take
you
it
play
anywhere.
quickly, 10 minutes, you're done.
5 minutes if you're quick enough.
So I would give this a rating. I'd give it a good 7. I mean, it's not a bad 7. It's a good 7.
I would probably give it about an 8.
Okay.
I'm not going too high on this one because sometimes, like, you can get sick of playing this because sometimes you like play it 4 times in a row. Then someone wants to play it with you again, and then you're like,
No, I've had enough of
no,
that.
I can't play that. I can't play that for the rest of today. I'm just too tired of this one game so many times.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing about it.
Yeah. The dice are really cool. They're really nice dice. The cards are good. Nice finish.
Very good artwork.
Yeah, good artwork.
The box and the
just-
cards and the dice have got and the whole thing's got extremely good artwork.
You like it?
It's good. because they got like the samurai on the front. That's done really well and stuff.
Okay. Well,
Dice have done really well. Cards have done really well. It's hard not to say that it's got not good art. It's got really. I would
You're happy
never.
with it?
I'm so happy.
Legend
with
of the Five Rings, good artwork.
Yeah, that's perfect artwork as well.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to say on this game?
No.
There we go. So that was a good present that you ended up getting. We got a lot of fun out of that.
It was a great present.
It was. Oh, what a busy week. We have only really played Takedo, and we still didn't even finish that. I don't think we've played anything else, have we? You were wanting to play Tiny Epic Zombies, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Did you get it out?
No.
Right, okay, so you didn't play that.
I got it out, but I was going to set it up, but you said it's better to do it with someone else.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a complicated game for you to play on your own first time, you know. Oh, we got an email from Jonathan, so thank you, Jonathan. And he
Thank
said
you.
he listened to the last episode with all the family on there, so that's good. And also he gave us a tip on painting the miniatures, that what we should do is write even if we initial it on the bottom and put a date.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's a good idea, because then you'll know, because he said that after time you change and obviously will hopefully get better. Although I undercoated one for Mum the other day, and was I allowed to start painting it? No, Mum wants to do it. So I'm like, I just want to see one painted. So thank you for that, Jonathan. And we're trying to set up a game, give him a game on Fantasy Grounds, that they're going to run a
Starfinder.
So we're learning how to do that, and
Good thing we got our 2 microphones.
yeah, you might need that if we're going to do it online. I'm looking forward to that. But I think it's been so complicated trying to work out how to create the characters and
Yeah,
things.
that was...
So we'll be able to give a little bit of feedback on the show
takes
as
a long
how
time to
our
create them for us.
first real RPG play will go over the next period of time. So next week's your birthday.
Yep.
Are we going to get time to do a podcast, though? By the time you have your party on the Saturday? Oh, we're going to try and do a little bit of the RPG on the
On
Sunday
17th.
morning, because that lines up in America.
That's the day of my birthday in America.
And then I'll have to go to work for a couple of hours and clean up at school, so I don't know how we're going to go with that.
On the day of my birthday?
With doing a podcast next
On the
week.
day of my birthday or something?
No, the next day.
Oh.
Um,
And Mika's got a dancing and I got cricket.
busy life, so...
Yep.
What game would you look forward to most playing this week? First we really want to finish Takedo. Is there a game... I really want to get Pandemic Iberia out that we've got.
No, we got it.
We
It's
need-
just sitting there.
Well, we need 3 players.
Yep, I'm in with that.
You, Mum and me. But
Yeah,
what about Tiny Epic Zombie? If we could play that this weekend,
That'd be
you
good.
versus me, and then get Mika was when I had it out. She had the little motorbike in the game, loaded it up with all the bits
People.
and pieces, the person, and put the gun on them, and
Put all these things on for you. Crip
quite
stabbing things in its shoulders,
yeah.
in the front and back.
All right, and
Because that's where you put the pieces.
are you still going to do your jokes? Oh, well, that's after.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone listens to the bit where you do your jokes.
Like what we said, email us in if you
Yeah, email us in. All right, I can't think of anything else that we need to do, so how about we go out on that?
Hosting for this episode is provided by Gameology, Australia's largest gaming warehouse. So thanks, Gameology.
Thanks, Gameology.
I'll say the email and you can say the Twitter.
Oh, I forgot about
So,
that.
so email us in at boardgamebasics@outlook.com and our Twitter.
Hold on. Board Game Basics Podcast
Oh,
at
yeah, Board Game Basics
outlook.com. And we'll put it in the show notes anyway.
Do you want Twitter?
And
At capital B for Board Game Basic 1.
Oh, there you go. You just did it. I
You're
don't
gonna
put a
do
lot of tweets up, but I did put that one up about the busy week. And our podcast normally goes up on the tweet as well.
So you tweet out when our podcast is
It's
coming out.
linked in. It's LinkedIn.
Oh, so it's LinkedIn to put out.
To go
put
out
up.
together.
And
It's
when
linked
we put
into Twitter, it's linked into YouTube, and it's linked into, oh no, something else. Tumblr or something like that.
That's weird.
Alright.
So that's bye from me.
And bye from me. So, for your birthday, you are getting quite a few games, I think. Seems to be that's the... Were you going to decide if you put your share of your birthday present towards an Xbox, or
I'll keep it.
you'll keep some money instead?
I'll keep the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Then I can save
you still
up
got
for
the old
things.
PlayStation 2 you can play on. Like,
Yeah, we got Risk on that.
yeah.
I just found it today.
They're pretty old, but I think they still work.
I'm pretty sure
Compared
too.
to... I haven't played on a new one, so... But it saves money if you use the old one.
Yeah, it does. I really enjoy playing on our old one. We got all the perfect games. We don't need to buy anything else for it.
Yeah, that's fair. I like the sound of that.
Because we got our Wii games.
For now. And if
We
we're gonna...
got perfect Wii games to play.
And if we're
We
gonna
got
do
other
that,
games and stuff. We're all fine.
Fantasy Grounds on the computer,
We're going to be...
spent money
pretty
on
much-
that instead.
Yeah, we spent money on that instead of spending on something else.
Alright. Well, I've got some work to do. I've got to go outside and try and install a window, so...
Oh yeah, Maker's extra extension window.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell us
Right,
your
so
jokes? Have you got any this week, or...?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay. How many have you got?
One.
Only one? Oh, here we go. We better be a good one.
Why are frogs always so happy?
Why are frogs always so happy? I don't know. Because they're green?
No, they eat whatever bugs them.